Yo, so it's done. It's complete. We're here. First video is ready, you guys. I'm ready to bring it to you, and we're ready for this new adventure that we're taking on. So what's happening is we're taking a minute down to just chill, talk about life, talk about what's going on, because we don't do that a lot. It's very rare that we just take the time to really focus on our life and focus on the decisions that we're making and how we're showing up in other people's life. So that's what we're doing. This channel is going to be a lot of fun. Honestly, since the first video, I'm going to do it. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like this video. But honestly, I'm ready to bring you guys something that you guys have never experienced before. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. And it's taken such a long time to get to this point because honestly, I've been in a really rough point in my life the last 2 years. And I really had in mind what I wanted to do for this channel 2 years ago. And I've known what I wanted to do, but you can't, how do I word it? You can't help someone else with their problems if you can't help yourself with yours. And that's true about life, is like, why would you give someone advice that you can't take your own? So I had to start taking my own advice. I had to start showing up in my life the way I wanted to, so that I could help you guys show up in your life the way you guys want to. So you know what, let's go. Let's have fun, let's go. We're bananas! Hey, give me a hug. Give me a hug, boy. There we go. My guy. Give me a hug. Yeah, man. We never take the time to just stop and think about what's going on in life. We never take the time to just pause. Life's moving so fast. Life just never stops, and it's just constantly going. You wake up, and then you go to sleep, and it's a new day over and over and over. You know, when do we ever just take the time to settle down and just think, what's going on in my life, you know, and the choices I'm making, are they right? And how am I showing up in other people's life, you know? It's stuff like that I like to think about, that I like to share with you guys. But one thing that I would like to cover in all this is just, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. This is going to be just I want this to be a very powerful channel. I want this channel to be nothing like any other channel out there. This channel is going to be a lot different. Don't expect something that's normal. Don't expect something that you see everywhere else. Now, we're going to be having a lot of fun. You guys are going to be following me, and I'm going to be constantly bringing in other people with me. We're going to be just talking. It's going to be one huge conversation, because a lot of the times we feel alone. This world's so big and there's so many people, but not a lot of people understand us. Not a lot of people really know what you're going through. Not a lot of people know how you're feeling. Not a lot of people know how I'm feeling, really. And I want to share how I'm feeling to help you with your problems, and not with your problems, but just with what's going on, because not everything's a problem. Sometimes we may prescribe it as a problem, but it might really not be a problem. It's just how we visual it and how we see it. Here today, we got Aaron. All right, and I wanted to do this guy first because I've known this guy for a while. It's been a lot of up and downs, huh, man?
Yeah.
Man. So, one thing that I wanted to cover is just taking time to stop. You know, like, feelings come up a lot of the times. Feelings come up all the times. We're constantly feeling, constantly having feelings arise, and feelings go away. So, one of the things I would like to ask you, how come you think that we as teens don't handle feelings right away? We kind of just push them off to the side, and it's not directed to be like, oh, I need to handle that right now.
I think it's honestly because over the years we've developed this, like, just that natural instinct to do that, because as teens, as we go through life, we see other teens doing the same thing, and we seem to like follow what they do. But instead of following them, we should not put those feelings aside, and we should chase what we feel. We should go out there, pursue, make it happen, keep pushing. And if you're afraid to lose people, it happens. You're the one who needs to keep moving forward, push through. Honestly, the way I go through it, I just go through the motion. I try to like keep on a positive energy. I surround myself with people with nothing but goodness, with that motivation to push me and for me to push them to do better in life. So that's my take on it.
I like that. So one thing I did actually want to mention, since this is the first video we're doing, bro, let's get it. Oh my god. One thing I did want to mention, since this is the first video we're doing, is a lot of what I do create isn't script. I like to flow off the top of my head. I like to flow with the flow. And a lot of what I'm going to be asking people is they don't know what they're about to be asked. So this is all firsthand. This is all real. And this is all just coming to you from the heart. Like, that's really what I want to do, is just be able to bring you something that's from the heart. Not a lot of people do that. A lot of people are just trying to make you laugh. A lot of people are just trying to make you, just get by through the day. I'm trying to make you get by through the year. I'm trying to make you get by through the week, through the month, whatever you need to get through. I'm trying to help you get through it. And really, my perspective, the way you get through things is you have to realize it. You have to take into perspective how you handle it. Really, that's what this video is about, is how you handle things in your life. How I'm handling things is, wish I could handle it a lot better. I'll be honest with you there, And could you handle things better?
I could.
So one thing that I personally can handle better would be just my emotions when I come up as angry. When I come up as angry, it just all honestly explodes. And if I could start to handle that a lot better, I would honestly be such a happier person. Like, that would make me a lot more happier. What differently do you wish that you could handle different? Like, what? That didn't make sense. What do you wish that you could just handle different?
Honestly, it would be the same thing with you. It'd be anger, and it would be more like when I start to feel down, I should find ways to keep myself more up than letting myself just sit there and do nothing. So as we continue, one thing that I like to do is when others are sharing, just to not be rude. If you just see me do it and I raise my hand, I literally feel the same way. I'm just raising my hand to let him know, yo, feel the same way. Just that one connection, So if you see me do it, or whoever I'm with, just remember that part. It's just so we don't feel alone with the way that you feel, because that's very significant, especially in this day and age with everything that's going on, is just that you don't feel alone. Times that I felt alone is some of the worst times I could think of. I think back to being alone when I was a little kid, and it sucked. I remember sitting there in the living room, just sitting there alone. I had a phone. I was probably 10 years old. It was not so little, but you're a little kid when you're 10 years old, and you don't know that much about the world. Even now, I still don't know that much, but as a 10-year-old kid, you know nothing. So I'm sitting there with the phone, bro, I have no one to text. I had 3 people to text, wishing my phone's blowing up, and now my phone just don't stop. That it's the craziest thing. And even now, our phones don't stop, and we still feel alone. Yep.
It's crazy stuff like that we're going to be addressing. And what do you do on your free time? So when you do feel down and you are in the slumps, what do you do to lift yourself up? What do you attempt to do, and what's your go-to?
My go-to, honestly, is I'll pick up my phone and I'll text some of my homies and
just tell them to come through and we'll kick it, hang out, just talk. Usually the ones I hit up or the ones I'm close to, like you, will usually sit there, just talk, figure things out, like plan things in the future. And then that way we have our goals set. That way we could get our motivation, pursue what we need, and get it done.
So, what do you do to self-motivate yourself? So, I like this one actually. I like this one a lot because he came up with a really good point. He calls his friends, but there's times where we call our friends and no one answers. We could call our family and no one answers. Then you just really think, what do I do? I'm just sitting here home alone, just with my feelings and just going over things, And sometimes I think of it as overthinking, but really I like to say you can't overthink things. You can't overthink something because just the more you think about it, you really you start to understand it. You need to understand something. So overthinking, it's not. It's you understanding it and really understanding how you're going to react to it. So what do you do when there's no one to go to and you have no outlet as happiness? How do you self-motivate yourself?
Well, in that case, I would just sit there. I'd pick up a pen, paper, and I like to write music. So I'll write my feelings down on a piece of paper, put in some rhymes, some lyrics, and I'll work on that to keep me going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. And that's a great way because I write a little bit of music. It's not like I write music to share it. I don't write music to promote it. No, I just write it just to get a little rhythm, It's not even as if I'm writing music. I'm just writing something that flows. Almost like poetry sometimes, You would think of it as poetry. And it's actually it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful thing just to write. Just to be able to see your words on paper. Yeah, your feelings on paper is right there. Yeah. It's right in front of you, You could go back to it and just, man, I felt like that before. And you could always get yourself back to the happiness place, or you look back and you're at a better place in time now, Since motivating the teen spirit, since you attended it, what was that, 2 years ago?
I think so. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost 3.
Yeah, that was almost, wouldn't that be 3 in July?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. So we're approaching 3 years in July. Man, that's crazy. Time, that's what I mean. When you think of time in year sense of what's happened with your friends or family, oh man, it flies, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. But since then, what has been different in your life? What do you do differently?
Well, before I even attended that, I was more of a negative person. I had seen everything on the downside, but when I attended that and I seen everyone and I heard their stories and what they've been through, honestly, it showed me that there's more out there. So now that I went from being negative, I like to see the upside of everything. I like, if someone says oh, this person and so did this and that, I'll be like, nah, give them a chance, I give people them chances to get to know them, to really see what they're about.
I like that. So really think outside the box now.
What do you mean?
I mean, you think outside the box. So when you meet someone, this is how I like to think about it. When you meet someone, you're meeting them from your eyes. Mm-hmm. And then for me, after MTS, when I meet someone, I'm meeting them from their eyes. Mm.
You're seeing them as in if you're in their shoes.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the main things I've taken from it, is just being able to honestly see myself and other people from a different perspective. It's helped a lot. You got anything you want to ask me?
I mean, how would you say you've changed over the years of MTS, from the beginning before you even started going there?
Well, before I started going there, I really didn't think about my life that much. I didn't think about what was going on. I just was constantly going. I was just constantly in the shoes of what today is, Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with school. School, you got a set schedule. You're there from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. usually. So I think a lot of that was just constantly moving. You get homework every day, and you just really don't get to slow down and think about how I'm showing up. And after MTS, I took the time that I had to myself to slow down and think how I'm showing up. So from then to now has been really eye-opening with the way I think of myself and how other people think of me. And it just makes me realize a lot more. It makes me open my eyes and understand why I do things and why other people do things. And it has bettered me as a person. You know, I really don't know where I'd be without it. Really, honestly. Like, it's been 6 years, and 6 years ago to now, I don't know where I'd be. I could be, you know, it's a crazy thought. Just think of where I'd be without it. But concludes this part pretty much. You know, thank you, man. Thank you for being here.
Man.
It was good seeing you, man. Good having you on here. So, yeah, we got more coming. Okay, so this is actually, whoa, there's a bee. Whoa, there's a lot of bees. So this is actually our second adventure up the hill. First one, got a little lost. Haven't been up this path in quite a while. But now, I'm for sure I'm on the right track. I'm on the right way this time, I promise you that. We're all here. Still making the hike. I'm telling you, this hike's gonna be worth it though. It's just a lot of bees over here. It's like these flowers, man. They like these shits. Try not to cuss so much. You see all the bees, huh?
Yes, sir. Let's go keep walking. Let's walking.
I made it. So keep walking. Just go. Oh man. We gotta go through this.
Oh.
I'm not first. I'm not first.
Dude, this is crazy.
Keep going. Or is it this way? No, it's definitely this way.
Alright, let's go.
Oh yeah, there's fire ants. Be careful.
Oh, wait.
And I'm on the floor.
Everywhere?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh,
Walk,
shit.
walk, let's go.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
Bro.
No, it's definitely this way. Whoa, yeah, there's fire ants. Be careful.
Oh, wait.
And I'm on the floor.
Everywhere?
Yeah.
nigga.
Walk, let's go.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
Bro.
Go. Get through this. Go. Get through it.
Go. Watch out for the
We're about to die. Whoa. Go. Up one. Oh, man. Oh. 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 Oh, God. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Alright.
Yeah?
A little dead.
A little dead.
Did you bring some water?
I did. You want some? So we stopped for a break. Yes, I'm shirtless. It's hot. Scrap. Don't. Yeah, keep that. I recycle. Destination's getting closer. Closer. Okay. Almost there. Look at the reason why we're coming. I love it. I'm hyped. Let's keep going.
Ready?
Scrap. Don't. Yeah, keep that. I recycle. Destination's getting closer.
Closer. Okay. Almost there.
Bro, it's pretty hot out here. Would you stay right there or what?
Yeah, okay. Think so?
I promise you.
Go ahead.
I'm ready. There's just another drop.
Fuck. Damn. This is sketch. Come on.
I think we should go that way, nigga.
Hold the camera. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't do it. Think about life, man. Just come back around.
You got it?
Nah, it's sketch, dog.
Hey,
I don't want to be on the news, dog. 3 dumbasses climb big ass hill and die. Don't worry, dog. Just slide down. That bush will save you. Hell no, you tripping? I'm Tyler. I am 200 pounds. That dirt will slide. I'm a little bit over 200. No, I'll meet you halfway. All right? Yeah, but look, you go around it and it comes up.
No, you can't.
I see it right now. It turns.
No, it doesn't.
You want me to walk around? I'll meet you there. See, you know, right?
You might.
He said you might. You've been wrong 3 times.
Until then. Fuck. Pretty much. Fuck. Damn, I ate shit, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, you did. Walk on my head. That's what we used to do. Tired. Hot.
Super hot, bro. Fuck. It's pretty sketch.
Yeah, it used to be. That shit is definitely falling off. Oh yeah, this is sketch.
Super sketch, bro.
Yeah.
I'm tired. It's hot. Yeah, super. Boy, Aaron's dying up there. Keep going, boy.
Those are me.
And this is the end result.
Yo, we did it. Yo, we did it.
also, that is it. Thank you guys for staying. Thank you guys for watching, really. If you liked the video, don't forget to shoot that like. Just remember, it's the first video. It's the only time I'm going to be doing this. It ain't going to be a constant thing. But subscribe too if you liked it. Don't forget that part. But also, whatever you took from this video, whatever you got from this video, go ahead, drop that in the comments. Let me know. I want to know what you're getting out of my videos. Thank you for staying. See you next time.